Hey everyone, my name is Morgan and welcome back to Fortnite. Today I'm bringing you guys another Battle Royale video discussing some of my favorite places to land for loot, whether it's solos, duos, or even squads. I want to clarify before I get any farther with this that I'm not going to be like some Battle Royale channels and sit here running the same landing over and over again until I get the absolute best loot spawns and manipulating you guys into thinking that these are always going to be here every single time you land. Instead, I'll be showing you guys each area that I personally find to be the best and why I like each spot. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please do consider hitting that like button below and subscribe if you happen to be new. Your guys' support here lately has been absolutely awesome, and I honestly can't thank you guys enough for that. Also, be sure to comment down below with your favorite places to land to start a game off. I'm curious to see what you guys are doing as well, but enough rambling here, let's get started. Number 1, the Pleasant Park Big House. This is my go-to spot when it comes to landing in Pleasant Park, simply because of how much stuff can spawn in the house alone. Pleasant Park has chests littered all over, but here's why I picked this house out of them all. On the flat part of the roof here, weapons and other items can spawn, so if you're landing and a weapon happens to be here, you can pick it up and start taking shots at people still gliding into the area. If you're in solos, this can lead to a few quick and easy kills before somebody even touches the ground. If you're in a squad-based game mode, you're going to have that person at a big disadvantage unless they find healing supplies right away. Once I've landed, I crouch and break my way into the attic. I almost always get a chest spawn up here, but there is the occasional time that one doesn't spawn. If you guys don't get a chest spawn, check both sides of the attic, as items can spawn in both of the little alcoves on either side. Once you've checked the upstairs attic area, break the floor and drop down into the second floor of the house. There are a total of 4 rooms up here. You have 2 bedrooms. The first bedroom at the front of the house can contain 2 item spawns. The first bathroom next to it can contain an item spawn. The alcove outside of the bathroom across from the second bedroom can contain an item spawn. The bedroom can contain an item spawn, and then the back bathroom can also contain an item spawn. That is just in the top area of this house. Heading downstairs directly to your right in the living room area, there's a chance for an item spawn at both ends. Underneath the steps you can get an item spawn. In the laundry room in the back you can get a chance at an ammo crate and an item spawn. In the kitchen you can get an item to spawn, and in the floor of the garage you can get an item to spawn as well. You can also get a chest to spawn in the top area of the garage, and the little alcove on top of the garage there's also a chance for another item spawn. This house is absolutely loaded. You can get tons of ammo and tons of gear here, and if you guys get a good start here, you just might find yourself winning the game simply because you're absolutely stacked in your first house. It's also worth noting that the broken house right next to this has a chance at a 3 chest spawn, but that house is almost always gone after as soon as I land in Pleasant Park, so I kind of tried to avoid it. Number 2, the Durr Burger. Probably the most iconic building in the city, the Durr Burger can be an excellent spot to start your games, but it requires you to be quick if you're landing in a hot zone. I tend to only land here if Greasy Grove isn't directly under the battle bus as we start our game, but nonetheless, loot is aplenty here. To start, I land on the roof. It's possible to get an item to spawn here, which, if it's a weapon, can net you some quick kills on anyone still coming into the area. Once you've landed, head over to the corner of the roof here, and there's a chance for a chest to spawn in this little room. Once you're done here, head over to the back part of the wall, break through, and you'll be in a little office with a chance for an item spawn. Head out the door, taking care to loot the substantial amount of loot boxes up here, and check the closet to your left for another item spawn. Once you've checked these rooms, check the room next to the steps for another chance at an item spawn, and a chance at an additional ammo crate. Once you're on the ground floor, quickly check behind the counter for item spawns and directly in front of it. There are 2 bathrooms out in the restaurant area, but those should be the last spots you're checking, because if you head downstairs, there's more ammo crates and a chance at a chest in the far back corner. Items can also spawn in the corners of this area as well, so like the Pleasant Park house, items can be all over this place, but the major plus here is the large amount of ammo you can accumulate from a quick run through. Once you guys have checked all 3 floors, you can check the bathrooms upstairs if you wish, but I usually head out the back door and onto another house for looting once I'm done. Number 3, the Secret Room. Located behind a wall in the Tomato Town Tunnel, this room can have items spawn in it and multiple chests as well. This one is fairly straightforward. Simply come to this part of the wall, break it down, and loot what is inside. This one is probably the most underwhelming on the list, simply because it doesn't offer as much as the others do in terms of overall gear acquisition, but it is a quick loot, and then you can make a quick haul over to Tomato Town and clean up any looters that are finishing up there. I've seen up to 2 chests spawn here, but I'm not sure if there's more that are possible. You guys can also check the little room directly across from this for a chance at an additional item spawn, and I've been told a chest can spawn there as well, but I personally have never seen it. Number 4, the Crash Battle Bus. This is still one of my favorite places to land, even though it's seen a pretty drastic increase in popularity. This isn't marked on the map, but if you land at this area here, the battle bus can be found crashed and able to be looted. There can be multiple chests spawning here, but I've only ever seen more than 2. There is also a chance at items spawning around the bus as well, so if you guys get just one chest spawn, there's a chance at some other items being on the ground. If you guys can land here, get a quick loot in, and you'll be standing near the center of the map, so you can really head out to any other area you want for more loot. I tend to head for Pleasant Park or Greasy Grove after landing here because by the time you arrive, most people are leaving the area, and you can pick up some easy kills and take the items they were kind enough to loot for you. This landing zone gives you the freedom of choice, and it is easy to adapt to where the circle spawns afterwards because of its central location. Number 5, the RV Park Barn. The RV park just outside of Retail Row isn't marked on the map, and it is one of my favorite places to land for 2 reasons. One, if you land on the big central barn, and the roof of this place is a chance at 2 chest spawns directly across from each other. This can give you a quick jump start to the game, and there is also a chance at another chest spawning on top of the metal statue outside of this area, but I tend to leave that one alone. The second reason I love landing here is because of all the metal you can acquire from the RVs, which can be incredibly useful at making a decent fort if you reach the end of the match. As long as this landing zone isn't a hotspot in your match, you shouldn't have any issues grabbing the chest and dismantling the RVs for materials. It's also worth noting that several ammo boxes can spawn on the picnic table scattered between the RVs, and there is a chance at items in these small rooms around the perimeter. This place also offers a substantial amount of items to use for cover if you happen to get into a gunfight here as well. With that being said, this brings us to the end of the video. If you guys enjoy this type of stuff here on the channel, hit the like button below. The support really does help the channel out a great deal, and as I said in the beginning, if you guys are new to Split Screen, be sure to subscribe for the latest in Fortnite news, guides, tips, and more. As always, you guys have an awesome day. My name is Morgan, and I will see you next time.